1, go!
We are Paul Leonard
and Bryce Graskowski,
and this is 20 Minutes of Fitness.
Hey, Bryce, how's it going, buddy?
Good, Paul. How you doing today, man?
Pretty good, buddy. Pretty good.
This is week 4 in a row, maybe?
I don't know. We've been doing pretty good, actually. I don't know if we missed any for the last while.
Yeah, actually.
Because even when I went on my trip, we did one the day before I left,
true.
and then we did one the next week. So we've been going straight for months, actually.
At least this year.
At least this year. I don't think we missed any in December.
Nice. Okay.
We may have missed some in November, but
numbers are going up. So thank you guys
for listening. Subscribe, like us,
share it,
comment, tell people, do whatever you do in podcast world.
Yeah, even if you don't like it, tell people like, man, you should listen to this. These guys are horrible.
Yeah, worst episode ever.
We don't care. We just want those views. Or those listens. And if you're seeing us on YouTube, guys, can you just open up a whole bunch of browsers, play it, just play them at 2 times speed, put the mute on. We just need some hours so we could get paid. And we need about 2,000 more hours.
And subscribe.
Subscribe. Yes.
Subscribes are good.
We want you to subscribe. And we want you to listen to our shit.
And if you don't like what you're listening to, still listen for the first, minute?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't record as a listen. Just saying.
And everything we do is different. This is never the same show twice.
No, we're inconsistent as fuck.
Yeah, so if you don't like this week, guess what?
Next week could be better. You might like it.
Or maybe next week
maybe this week was epic. Next week, maybe not so much.
Maybe next week's
I actually think we've had our sound quality good for at least the last 2 months straight.
2 weeks ago, it was. Remember, I fixed your mic last week.
Oh, but that's just because I talk like that.
It's because you're on top, but it cuts out the thing.
But I talk like this, so then it ends up talking all over the place anyway.
No, it's because when you and then you go. Ready?
Go.
So that would probably have cut out on YouTube.
Well, if you don't like it, too bad.
It doesn't do it on the podcast, though, on the audio version, right?
Well, I don't get anything out of this, so if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
I don't get anything either.
Yeah, but you're trying to.
I'm trying. We're working on it.
And I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're going to talk about ladies today.
Yeah, the ladies.
We think there's nothing exciting going on in the world of men's CrossFit, but there is exciting things going on in the world of women's. Specifically, let's talk about Tia.
Well, so let's talk about...
Let's start with Tia.
Yeah, so the open registration started last week or whatever, so that's kind of where we're going. The season's about to start. Who do we see winning the CrossFit Games? Tia Claire Toomey.
Tia Claire Toomey, without a question, gonna win the open, gonna win the games.
I don't think she cares about the open, but probably
I still think she'll
will win it
by
anyway.
default. She'll win it.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless she doesn't have enough time for those 3 workouts during the bobsledding, but I'm sure she can fit them in.
Right. So she's bobsledding now.
That's where I was going.
And she is going to.
She is going to the 2024 Winter Olympics. Is that right? Or is it right now?
No, it's right
2022
now.
Winter Olympics.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Current Winter Olympics. That's it. And
so bobsledding, that's where they all jump on sleds and they get their hair cut a certain way. Is that a bob?
They got the bob.
Bad joke. Sorry. Like I said, just come back next week. It'll be different.
It'll be different.
I'll have different.
Not necessarily better,
jokes.
just different.
Not necessarily.
So her position is the brake woman.
Brake woman. How many people on a bobsled team?
At least 2.
At least. Oh, because there's single person, a mono bob.
Oh.
She's not a mono bobber.
But there's 2 in the Olympics. Maybe there's singles in the Olympics too. I don't know.
Modern day.
We're not much of bobsled experts.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's a whole team around that team.
Right.
Just saying.
There's a 2 crew and a 4 crew. I knew there was a bigger crew.
Yeah. See, at least 2.
Do we know what she's on?
She's on a 2 crew.
She's on a 2 crew.
And she's the brake woman.
Okay.
So she's the one that pushes the sled to get it going.
Does she use the brakes?
And we assume she also uses the brakes, although we have not confirmed that. But we did do some research.
Right.
We didn't find it. And our research was very minimal. So somebody who's actually knows bobsledding is like, you guys are idiots. And I'm okay with that.
I'm an expert at everything.
That's true.
You
know everything.
On the Google.
Oh, yeah. No, you know everything.
The pilot does most of the steering, and the brake man or brake woman stops the sled after crossing the finish line.
So her only job is to push it hard at the top and then stop it at the bottom after they're done the race.
So fittest woman on earth, her duties in the race of the bobsled, Olympic level race, is everything you do before the race actually starts and everything you do after it ends.
Well, so her job
is them past the start line.
Push a sled really, really fast.
Right.
Which I would also put the fittest person on Earth, fittest woman on Earth. Get out of my gear.
I hear the static.
You would.
Yeah.
So the fittest woman on Earth, who I would also pick on my team.
Absolutely.
To push the sled.
They're smart.
And then just wait while someone who's actually good at bobsledding does all the hard part.
Sure.
And then at the end, she pulls really hard on a lever so they don't crash and die.
Because she hasn't done anything. So
yeah, she's bored already. She just wants to stop and get out. So she got 12th out of 18 teams, I believe, in their race on January 2nd.
Oh, okay.
And
is
that's
that like a
qualified
qualifier?
them. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Did they do the qualifier there or no? No.
I didn't know. I didn't.
Oh,
look at
okay.
that.
Yeah. Probably not.
I had this up on my phone and then I stopped looking at my phone.
Gotcha. No, big
But
deal. That's fine.
they got 12th and that was enough for them to qualify.
Okay. So then they make their way over there. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
So they're going to be in Beijing from February 4th to 20th.
So the answer is okay. I gotcha.
And 12th place out of 18 teams, but that was good enough for them to qualify.
Jesus.
Run
they
number
let anybody
one.
in. They let anybody in the Olympics.
In Australia.
Oh. Yeah,
it's just in the Australian division. She was 12th out of 18. I don't know.
I don't get that. Okay.
So I guess their number one round was 51.61 seconds. Their round two was 51.35 seconds for a total of 1 minute 42 seconds, 0.96 seconds.
Okay.
So some of you guys are bobsledders out on Podcast World and you're like, oh shit, that's fast. Or you're thinking, how the fuck did she make the Olympics?
Yeah.
I don't know which. And then
so my guess is to make the Olympics, you have to hit a certain time. You have to get within a time, and that's not just Australian teams because they're not sending 12 teams.
I highly doubt it.
I'd be
surprised if they have more than one.
That would be at a world meet of some sort.
So Tommy and
those guys
Wierner's time was 1 minute and 8 seconds behind the first place team.
Yeah. Wow.
Of American girls.
Oh, Jesus. A minute.
1 minute and 8 seconds behind. That seems like a lot.
Fuck, how long are these people going for?
I don't know, but the total was only 1:42.96. So if you're 1 minute and 8 seconds behind, holy shit, you are not that good.
You sure it's not 1.08 seconds behind?
You're right. 1.08 seconds. I didn't read it. That makes more sense.
Yeah, a lot more sense.
Because, that would have been nuts faster.
Dude, that's a long time in a bobsled. 2.5 minutes. Just, fuck.
Oh, man. Okay, 1.8 seconds.
Funny.
Okay, 0.08 seconds, actually.
All right, so is Canada going to win this then?
Yeah, absolutely. Either Canada or the United States.
And how's Tia going to do? Last place. Because she's in Australia.
Well, how did she do in the Summer Olympics when she also competed in the Summer Olympics? She'll be the first CrossFitter to compete in both the Summer and Winter Olympics.
That's awesome.
And how did she do overall in the Olympic weightlifting? Mediocre at best.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
But she did the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, won it,
and then went to the Olympics like a month later.
Did she win that year? I don't think she won that year.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
She went to the CrossFit Games, did well, and then went to the Olympics. And then now she did the CrossFit Games this summer, won it, is going to the Olympics in the Winter Olympics.
Pretty awesome.
And then she'll still win this summer in the Games.
That'd be awesome if she could medal there. That'd be sick.
And not a chance.
I know, but it would be cool.
But why am I so sure she's going to win the CrossFit Games this year?
Yeah.
Because she's not competing with anyone else anymore. They're all quitting.
As long as Laura Horvath can't beat her, which
as long as there's handstand push-ups in it, they're fine.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
So last year, Horvath was second for her. Just second, right? It's her second time she was second?
Second time being second.
And then, and that's, she didn't make the 5-person final. So that's probably the only reason she wasn't second 3 times in a row. Yeah. Annie, Thor's daughter, was 3rd place, right? And to me, the last day or so, she's the only one that was pushing Tia at that point and coming on strong. And now she is going to teams.
Now she is allegedly going to teams.
Yeah,
because
allegedly.
Who knows if they'll actually accept her team.
Right.
Because none of those guys or girls are from Iceland.
Right. They all moved there last week or this week.
So if they didn't move there in time and everything, CrossFit might tell them to get out, in which case that isn't going to be a super team. But if it is,
oh yeah,
dude,
that's
Mayhem's got some competition.
Yep.
And as we saw with the Wadapalooza, like there's some serious team contenders out there now. Like Mayhem didn't do very well, and so depending on who goes together on teams,
though, so.
Well, but still.
But yeah, no, I agree.
Like that was a team that we thought was a sure win.
Yeah.
And the boys crushed them. The boys could put together a CrossFit
just get
games
two of the
team.
girls from.
Two of their girls that are also.
If Kristen Holt put a team together too, although the two people she was with were Holt.
I've met her. She's a nice chick.
Her two partners are already a team. So.
Yeah. So she has to do one of the dude rules. Then, which, hey, she could identify however she wants.
And they're second place at the game. So that's why they did so well, not necessarily Kristen. Although Kristen is, fourth at the games last year?
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
Still better than they are.
Which is another problem that Tia doesn't have any competition besides
not pushing this
Laura
year.
Horvath.
Yeah.
And then you go all the way down to fifth place now. You got Haley Adams, who she's okay.
She can be a contender. She's still training under Rich. She's still got a lot of practice.
Tia got 1,435 points. Haley Adams got 995. Now, granted...
But she's just barely getting into puberty.
But the two girls ahead of her clearly...
The hair just grew in on her armpit. She has to shave now this year.
The two girls ahead of her chewed up some of the points. So Haley will obviously waterfall some of those points. But and then the other one... Gabby McGowan, who was sixth place, she's just behind Haley, 20 points, and then Mal O'Brien behind her, 10 points. So you've got,
and you look at Wadapalooza, you get Ellie's crushing it at the beginning. She might be able to hold it together
Ellie Turner,
now. Ellie Turner from Australia, right? And then
Probably
Ariel Lowen, she did really well in the end, right? And she got third at Wadapalooza.
Ariel Lowen, I think, could be one of those people
so she could be a contender.
She was 14th at the game, so I think she can definitely. She's probably improved since then. Now that she's kind of taking it a little more seriously. And even Ellie, she's going to be taking it more seriously.
Oh, yeah, because now she thinks she has a chance.
And you have a long time from now.
And she does have a chance.
You think about now to the games. What's that, August? Was that 7+ months?
Even, we talked about her in the last podcast about this stuff. Even Emily Rolfe is still getting better.
Yeah.
Like, she's not at the going downhill yet.
But for particularly, what's her name? Who's it? Emma, what's her name? Ellie Turner.
Ellie Turner.
She's like, 12? So 7 months to Ellie Turner is like 5 years to us.
Yeah.
So in 5 years, how good would we be if we just did CrossFit the whole time?
We'll probably be broken.
Probably do about the same.
Buried.
Probably be worse.
Mediocre at best.
But if we were able to...
If today's workout is any bearing on it, dude, our backs are going to be toast by then.
But that's my point. In 7 months, she'll get that same training that we would get in like 3 years almost.
And that's the truth, though, for Haley Adams still.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
for Mal O'Brien and that other kid?
Well,
the other kid that's really good.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name, but she's like 12 as well.
Yeah, the other Emma Carey. And then also...
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, McGowan, Carey, O'Brien. They're all super young.
Yeah, all these like 18, 19-year-olds are like not at their peak yet.
And then you have like 8th place Christy Aramo O'Connell. She's been around a while. She might not be, I think those people are kind of going down. I think these younger people are going to pass them. So it's like, how long can Tia fend them off? Definitely this year.
Yeah.
So
well, and then you look at someone like Shadburn, who has consistently done well, but she just hasn't been able to compete much.
Yeah, she didn't do that. I mean, she did. She got second place at Wadapalooza, but I expected her to win against that field. And she was everybody was getting her ass kicked by Ellie Turner. So are these girls? What we saw at Wadapalooza might be kind of a one-off thing where people aren't really coming in super shape except Ellie Turner.
Yeah, she might have peaked for this and not.
And then she won Wadapalooza in, spirit. She had the fucking performance except for one workout, right? So take away that 1 inch of handstand walk, she wins, right? So it's like, and decidingly. So I don't know. Maybe she's just getting so much better, which I hope is the case. I would love to see a young person just come up and destroy. But yeah, having Annie gone, who was pregos, has a baby, takes a year off, comes back.
PRs her snatch.
PRs everything. Fucking
does that?
Out of nowhere, comes up into second place again.
Yeah.
Like,
after years.
Besides Tia, she is by far leaps and bounds better than any girl that's ever done this. And now and I was really excited to see her this year because I'm like, man, if she's here this year, next year, oh, it's gonna be awesome. And she's gonna push Tia to the brink, and now she's going to team. So, but part of the problem, like you said, all right. So if people don't know the controversy that may come about this team, so they all posted last week, or early this week, last week,
This week, I thought.
I'm looking
Recently.
At it. Jesus, I'm looking right at it.
Anyway, it was posted
4 days ago. So that is this January 21st. According to the rules of the CrossFit Open or CrossFit Games, teams had to have kind of declared their residency by January 13th, which was, I believe, the Saturday of Wadapalooza. So unless these guys went to Iceland, or maybe they could do it by paperwork, I don't know, and got some bills in their names, because that's part of what it takes, or an ID. None of them are moving there permanently. They're not going to get an ID. Like,
They could, though.
How
it
does
is
it-
Iceland.
yeah.
Who knows how things work
That's
over
true.
there?
You could have fucking. Yeah,
It might be carved in ice.
They're like, yeah,
It hasn't melted yet, so they're
send
allowed
you-
to stay here.
We'll send you whatever we want. We only have 2,000 people here. We need 2 more. So you got Con Porter from Australia.
Who was on the second place team, right? He was one of the Down Under.
The Down Unders.
The Down Unders.
The Down Unders.
So obviously he's fit.
Tola something or other. I'm not sure what his last name is. Is he New Zealand? Tola?
I don't know.
Let me look.
You think everybody's from New Zealand?
I know. Fuck. I thought Tia was from New Zealand.
Yeah. I know.
Let's just
you
say
originally
they're-
said Canada, but I can see why you'd say that because everybody who won Wadapalooza on the boys' side was from Canada. Just saying.
Yeah. No. I
All
just figured-
Canadians
I figured,
sweeping the field.
I figured only winners come from Canada.
It's true. You know me well.
See? Tola. Where are we
See,
from?
He just complimented me and he didn't even
I
mean
did.
to.
Oh, I knew. I didn't need to. I like that. You didn't need to.
I said need to, but I'll take need to too.
Yeah. I'm sure. I don't always in Vegas there. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck he's from. But he looks like he's from New Zealand, maybe. Is that racist?
I'm going to call him
Probably.
American.
Yeah. Let's say he's from America. Let's say he's from Las Vegas. But so Tola, Con Porter, and Lauren Fisher. So
And Lauren Fisher.
all strong people.
And Lauren Fisher's originally from South
Invictus.
Cal. From Invictus.
She's been on team.
Didn't she live in Dubai for like the last while?
Yeah, she was a.
Am I thinking of the right
Yeah,
person?
I believe she had a job at Dubai.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
She was fitnessing for Dubai for a bit,
They
making
pay
money
you.
from the
They
prince.
pay you to fucking run that gym. They pay you 6 figures to run
Something
that
like
gym.
that for
Sick.
like was it CrossFit Yas?
Yes. Who's
Oh,
there
that's-
now? Jamie Green, right?
I don't know, some
I
really
believe
hot
so.
chick that does a lot of good posts.
Yeah, they keep.
Jamie Green too, but I don't know the girl's name, but
Yeah.
I like her Instagram.
But I'm pretty sure then it was Jamie
Whoever
Green.
she is.
I think Jamie Green was there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, we're
somebody's
making
screaming
stuff
at
up now.
No, you dummy! It's Jamie so and so.
Sorry, Kyle.
I don't care. What's her?
Kyle me every time it says you
Wait,
guys
wait.
are way off about this stuff. And I'm
Kyle.
like, yeah, I know Kyle.
Kyle,
we make stuff up all the time.
Before you message him, it's Jamie Simmons now, right?
Could tell
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
So-
think she goes by Jammy.
Jamie.
Okay, so
Yeah.
who do we
Yeah,
think's gonna
it's-
win on the ladies' side? Tia.
Tia.
Who do we think's gonna get second?
Fucking. That's the other thing. So Laura just has to show up. She gets second.
Yeah, she's supposed to beat all those kids though.
Yeah.
So that's the interesting is gonna be the fight between all those young
Second.
kids that
Yeah.
are all getting
See who's
in there.
who's gonna crack into the top 2.
And I would predict as of right now that Laura's gonna take second because she's got the experience and she's obviously been good enough to get there
Yeah.
twice. And then it's gonna be one of those kids in third place. Probably Haley, just because she's done
Probably
it a little
Haley.
bit longer and she's been working her tail
Also,
off
did you
for it.
see pictures of her at
So is everyone
Wadapalooza?
else.
She looks fucking big.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She looks.
She's gotten on the juice too.
Holy shit.
She's on that
dude.
that grass-fed buffalo
that
that
that Cookville juice.
yeah, there you go. The Cookville buffalo.
They'll cook you up some special buffalo juice.
Well, on that note, order your buffalo from Froning Farms. It makes
Yeah,
you big and
dude.
jacked. They use supplements in that buffalo that supplements you.
Rich personally injects each buffalo with his special sauce.
Special sauce.
And we all know Rich's sauce is the best sauce. Actually, they sell sauce too. Just not even joking. I've had
yeah.
the sauce is pretty
Yeah.
good.
We're not actually bashing any of those things. We have no idea, but they do make good beef jerky and sauces.
Yeah, the
I
sauce-
imagine their meat is actually probably really delicious.
The jerky is excellent. Get it. The sauce, they only have one flavor. It's not quite hot enough. It's okay, but it's good. It's good to try. I had a bottle.
And I would imagine their like grass-fed bison that they sell and
It's
everything
great.
is probably fantastic.
No, it's amazing. I had a subscription for like 7
But you
months.
just had the jerky. Do they not sell actual meat?
That's bison. Oh, you mean like actual meat? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
I imagine they do, and I
Yeah.
bet it's awesome.
Not
And
if
I
it-
bet they actually are very strict about what goes into it and stuff. I imagine
yeah,
that
yeah.
the opposite of what
No,
I said is
absolutely.
probably
It was
100%
awesome.
true.
Yeah.
But we'll just leave it at that
Give it a
because
try.
it's 20 minutes in, and I don't know anything else to say about it.
Use the coupon code Bryce at checkout for the Rich
Bryce?
Froning Farms. You'll get nothing off. Like, subscribe, hit the
Yeah, make sure you use that coupon code. It's not actually a coupon code. It's
look
a
at-
Get Bryce Stuff code.
Here's the thing. Maybe Rich, if 3 of you do it, he'll be like, what is this Bryce coupon? Maybe we'd have to look into this. Put in the notes. My coupon didn't work, but I know Bryce Graskowski.
Do you actually have a coupon
No,
code there?
I don't.
Because it would be funny if you did, but it didn't actually get you anything.
Hey, Rich, can you put up a 0% off? Yes,
It's
sir.
like a
He probably
0%
would.
coupon
Probably
code.
would.
So then people put it in. It's like, why did I put that in? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Like, subscribe. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Goodbye.
Peace.